Hi everybody, Jay, it's good to see you again and welcome to the third and final episode of our mini series with the pre-developmental build of F1 Manager 24, where we've decided to create an 11th team on the grid. In fact, we created the Arrows F1 team, brought them back just for this mini series. We have Nico Hulkenberg and Liam Lawson behind the wheel. If you haven't already watched the first two episodes, I suggest you get onto those now. If you have, you will know we are really struggling. After a disappointing 15th and 17th in the first race, we unfortunately got a retirement of Lawson, and Hulkenberg's strategy just was not the one. The virtual safety car pretty much killing off any chance that we had of getting any points whatsoever. And I think, because I'm absolutely desperate to get some points with you lot in this series, even 1 point is enough. Even 1 point will be a small victory for me. So maybe we need to make a big change. Who's it going to be to come in and save Arrows? Like the content? Throw the video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notifications and share. Thumbs ups and likes help spread the video around the algorithm and recommends them to users similar to your amazing selves. In the video description below, click the links and follow the content we stream on Twitch, as well as joining the Discord and following on Twitter/X. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. As explained in the intro, we have one race left to try and get any points that we can, and as this is a development build and I'm absolutely desperate to try and get some points for you guys, we might have to break the bank. And when we need an experienced driver with years of experience, and not just any experience but World Drivers' Championship experience, I don't think we can go wrong with Fernando Alonso. Alonso, welcome to Arrows F1. And hopefully, just like our design center, we also can be on fire. Fortunately, well, hopefully this isn't a bad omen. Alonso, negative mentality. Liam Lawson, even worse. And unfortunately, this will have some sort of effect on race performance and attributes. So fingers crossed we can find some way of turning that frown upside down, or just make them slightly happier. Despite having a 100% car setup, you can really see on the right hand side just how much having a negative mentality can affect your attributes. Once again, this is a development build, so the rate at which these attributes go down could differ from the final product, but here's hoping we're not the only team with negative mentality drivers. But let me tell you now, that is a very good sign. And how Liam Lawson has outqualified Alonso must be some sort of traffic there, because why is there a grid penalty? What? Okay, I don't know what we've done wrong there, because we've not changed any parts at all. I'm not sure what we've done there, so if anyone has any ideas, let me know in the comments underneath. But you know what, I'm just going to take that as a bug, because we've done nothing different over these 3 races. There's absolutely no reason why Liam Lawson should have any penalty there at all. I think what we're going to do with this qualifying session for Lawson then is just not let him qualify anymore. He's going to be put to the back of the grid no matter what. So our plan for Lawson is save soft tyres, because you never know what could happen at the Australian Grand Prix. And Alonso's just been pipped for a chance in Q3. That would have been a fantastic debut qualifying session for Alonso, but 11th for this, plus the 10th place grid penalty for Lawson puts him right at the back. I don't like doing it easy, do I? Speaking of never doing it easy, it looks like the the standard strategy editor has decided to give me a free stop race, which I know it's Australia, but anything is quicker than a free stop strategy here, in my opinion anyway. So let's change that to something a little bit more suitable and sensible.
Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Just like in the last video as well, I still cannot get over how much the helicopter view rocks. Also rocking is Alonso's start, already up a couple of places, Hamilton, Ocon behind him, into the top 10. Our usual tactic at the start of the races, go all out after a lap or two, just start slowly easing off on the battery, fuel and the tyres. Our main aim for Alonso here, I wasn't expecting Alonso to be so high up the grid. I definitely wasn't expecting Alonso to still be right behind all these guys here. Yuki Tsunoda doing a fantastic job for Arabi in 5th place. Tsunoda seems to be like a rocket in this development build, so could be an idea for a few of you looking for a driver for your lower-ended teams. Yuki could be the one to go for. But Alonso, we need Alonso to try their best to keep up with this pack, as we're starting to lose a little bit here and now. But if we can keep up with the front runners through DRS, then fingers crossed we can tag along and maybe nick a point. That is my strategy for today. Fast forward to lap 10 and we find ourselves in a pretty unbelievable position right now. We are still hanging with the guys fighting out for position 5. Not only that, but we have an over 8, now 9-second gap between us and 10th place. Everything's going fantastic so far. Not gonna lie, I have a really good feeling about this. Lawson all the way down in the bottom, just cannot catch a break at all. I think Lawson's race is as good as done. If we focus on Alonso, hopefully we can get some extra places in and another few places made.
Now we can see what happened.
Let's have a look at this.
Here we are then at the 11th corner. They decide to give it a go, and their place in the pack looks a lot more promising now.
Oh, Alonso, you absolute beauty. Wow. Unbelievable driving from Alonso so far, but it softs the knee towards that 50%, and around the 50% is when you're going to see a real drop off in the speed.
Understood.
I'm surprised those with slight damage and mechanical failures, you'll see them with the diamond exclamation point yellow at the end of their names. These are drivers with slight damage on their car, but their pace doesn't seem to be going down too much, apart from maybe Hamilton. But Norris and most certainly Ricciardo probably shouldn't be as high as they are. Once again, development build, they'll probably adjust the strengths of that, but although we've lost the 5th place, things are still looking good for Alonso. We'll just have to see how that first pit stop goes.
You can stop, lift and coast. Okay, copy.
A few laps later, we make the decision to throw Alonso into the pits. After seeing what's happened with punches before, I definitely do not want to risk it here. This is a race, we've been given a fantastic opportunity here. I want to play it safe. So it's not a long pit stop, and that's a floating wheel. But 2.9 seconds, that for a new team, with our rating, is a good pit stop. I'm happy with all our pit stops being underneath 3 seconds, but as predicted, back out into the middle of a big crowd here, but we have 11th place. Like, so far so good, as long as we don't get mobbed here, and we're about to get mobbed. Oh no. Anyway, we'll leave that a couple of laps, we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, on the medium tyre, we can have a really good stint coming up.
Warm these tyres up.
Lawson up into 17th at the moment, but is pitting this lap. Alonso holding on to that 10th place, a couple of cars in front jumping into the pits. Fortunately, Russell out way before us, and we do still have Hamilton on our tail. But we still have a couple of cars in front of us still to pit. Everything is looking pretty rosy so far. Looking at lap times though, we're not that much quicker than some of those cars in front. I'm wondering, just wondering, if without DRS in front, is that going to hinder where we finish in the race? Lawson is just not having a good... We don't care about Lawson. This episode is all about Alonso. Now, Alonso, go grab us some points. But true to form in this series, it doesn't take long for the spanner to truly hit the works.
Safety car. Focus on bringing the pack back.
A crash with Lewis Hamilton, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Has brought out the safety car at a point where we've made a pit stop recently. Do we change and go to a harder compound, or do we hope that everybody else in front of us decides to stay out on what they're currently on?
Back on now.
Also in the safety car,
We can just
cool everything down, and some major decisions need to be made.
Okay.
There's a lot of people behind jumping straight into the pits, but I'm thinking at this point, well, everybody in front of us hasn't pit yet. They're surely not going to jump into the pits afterwards. They're surely not going to risk losing a load of positions. Even though we saw Verstappen and Perez pitting, we decided to stick to our guns due to still having one more pit stop. I guesstimated that everyone else would still have to make one more pit stop regardless. With Lawson so far behind, I thought, you know what, we'll copy everyone else's strategy with Lawson and bring him in for a new set of hands. Now at this point I was thinking, Jay, you're an idiot. But looking at the standings to the left hand side, like there was so few people behind Alonso matching his pace who had pitted, I thought, you know what?
The safety car is
We
in
may
this lap.
have just got away with
You've
this.
got lots of energy for the
Little
restart.
did I know
And there's
that the
still-
rest of this race was going to be so
you can use everything
so
from the tyres.
tough. Mainly because I didn't see or notice I still had Stroll and Ocon behind me. And if they could get by me, that would put me to 11th. Time for Alonso to drive out of his skin. And not only that, go back to our original plan, around 10 laps into the race, and just keep up with those faster with DRS. If we can get any extra positions off these guys though, that would be a massive bonus, hence the driving clean air, just to try and get past whenever the DRS gets tight like this. But the inevitable was slowly happening behind. Ocon was getting quicker, Gasly was getting quicker, Russell was battling with me, slowing Alonso down. And just a matter of time before, one by one, they were going to pick Alonso off. We were fighting as hard as possible. We were trying to pick back places that we were losing, but once each car got a run on us after the DRS, we really stood no chance at all. And with a pit stop coming up, decided to lick our wounds, change to the softs for the final part of the strategy, and push. We only have one chance of doing this. We need to do it now. And the undercut with the softs seems like the absolutely perfect strategy here. 18th place, 18 laps left, but it's still very much all to play for if things go our way. And maybe with Lawson up there as well, who knows? It might not even be Alonso that saves the day.
Now,
Right,
so you're just
time to
controlling
cue it. Cue the epic music.
We need to manage these tyres. Copy. Bring the pack up.
Copy that.
Albon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gutted was an understatement. I said many different words that I cannot repeat on this video, and I'm pretty sure
Checkered flag.
I woke some neighbours up. Can't believe that happened. I don't think we were meant to get any points at all. Just when we thought Alonso was finally going to do it, just had to get past one car holding us all up, he decided to plough through the one car we needed to get by. That means that despite our best efforts, we finished this 3-part series snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory. Hopefully, for our series that we are going to be doing on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll have so much more luck than this. That I promise you. So if you like what you saw here today, and you have been for the rest of the series, throw over a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out the rest of the stuff that we do over here. Also got our Discord, Twitch links down in the video description underneath. Be sure to check those out too. But if you haven't already, what changes, what would you have done differently in my save? Who would you have signed instead? Let me know in the comments underneath, and also let me know if you're going to be doing your own creative team, or tell me what team that you want to be taken to glory. Until then, take care of yourselves, most importantly, take care of each other. And like Alonso in the back of that bloody Williams.